Today I want to talk about stress and the power that we give it. One thing you got to understand is that stress does not come from facts. Stress actually comes from the power of the emotions that we've had based on a past experience and how we deal with it moving forward. Because really, when you are stressed about something, think about buying a house or maybe having a tenant that's not paying. That can stress us out, but what we do is we go back into our memory banks and we think about something that could be a worst case scenario that could happen based on an emotion, and we attach that to a feeling, and that is what makes our decision to be stressed about something. But you always got to remember, you've got just as much chance of something going right and coming up with a solution than worrying about something that maybe you did in the past and had a bad experience because of it. So always remember that no matter what you're doing and how you're thinking about things, that when you give stress an emotional factor and you give it that power, you're letting it win the battle. And the reality is you're always gonna have things happen to you and you're gonna have past experience. For example, if you go out to eat at a restaurant and you have a bad meal, you're not gonna never eat out at a restaurant again. You may not eat at that restaurant, but you're going to eat another meal. Same thing when you're dealing in real estate and you have a stressful situation. One thing I would suggest when you're going through these experiences, maybe ask yourself, you know what, is there something that I could have done next time that maybe could prevent that from happening? And there's probably some steps and some red flags that you could do to cause an event not to happen. For example, in the airline industry, whenever there is an airplane crash, they say that there are 7 mistakes that actually lead up to an aircraft disaster. It's not just one thing, right? It's a multiple amount of things, and these are actual steps that happen. So if you think about something that could happen, hopefully not as bad as an airplane crash, but if you think about something that could happen to you, think about what steps led up to the incident, and if you attached an emotional feeling to each one of those, you would be stressed about everything that you do. Just getting in the car, you probably make multiple amount of mistakes. Do not let stress come to a deciding factor as to what you're doing, and never ever give it the power. And remember, an emotion is just something based on a past memory and how you interpreted that memory. You could have 2 people, they could watch the same event and they can walk away, one thinking it was the best thing in the world and another person thinking it's the worst thing in the world as to how they interpreted it. So never, ever, ever let emotions decide what you want to do in a business setting, especially when it comes to something that could be as stressful as rental properties, as business, as tenants, as contractors, all the things that have the ability to make it stressful. Do not let your emotions decide and take over with that. Hopefully this helps, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. And if this is relatable to you, leave me a comment. I'd like to hear from you.